Dating means absolutely nothing, and it was designed to end. This is I Will Decode Your Man. And today I'm going to tell you something that's going to piss a lot of people off, but it might also save you from wasting years of your life. Stay until the end, because I'm going to give you the exact conversation you need to have at the beginning of a relationship to avoid heartbreak later. If you're dating someone for years with no ring, you're not in a relationship, you're in limbo. And I'm about to explain why. We do everything wrong, especially in modern dating culture. Here's how it goes. You hook up with someone for 1 or 2 years, then you finally decide to make it official and start dating. You date for 3 or 4 years, then you move in together. After living together for a while, you realize you hate each other, you break up. You each go your separate ways, and then you realize you just threw away all that time. Your life would be so much easier if you understood once and for all that dating is simply a test period to see if you're compatible enough to marry that person. I don't know exactly when we got so modern that we started thinking dating is something super serious, because it's not. Dating means nothing. Dating is an interview. Marriage is the job. And right now, most of you are stuck in an endless interview with no job offer in sight. Let me ask you something. Do you really think a guy who's been dating you for 5 years still doesn't know if he wants to marry you? The truth is, he's not even thinking about it. And here's why. In that time, you're already living like you're married. He already has everything he wants from you, and he's not worried at all about taking the next step. Why would he? He has all the benefits of marriage with none of the commitment. You cook for him, you sleep with him, you plan your lives together. You're essentially his wife. Without the legal protection or the actual commitment, he's comfortable. And comfortable men don't change unless they're forced to. Now, it's totally fine if you consider yourself a modern woman who doesn't stress about this stuff and just wants someone to spend time with. If that's genuinely what you want, great. No judgment. But if you want to build something bigger, if you want a family, if you want children, then maybe you should think a little harder about the relationship you're in right now. Because here's what's happening. You're giving him everything with no deadline, no pressure, no consequence for not moving forward. And in the absence of pressure, people don't move. They stay comfortable. Think about it in any other context. Would you work a job for 5 years with no promotion, no raise, and a vague promise that maybe someday you'll get a better position? No. You'd leave. Would you rent an apartment where the landlord keeps saying, maybe I'll sell it to you eventually, but never commits? No. You'd find somewhere else. But in relationships, we accept this. We accept years of uncertainty, years of let's just see where this goes. Years of I'm not ready yet. And you know what the worst part is? By the time you realize he's never going to commit, you've invested so much time that starting over feels impossible. So you stay, and you resent him, and he resents you for resenting him. And now you're both miserable. This is the trap, and it's completely avoidable if you just set expectations from the beginning. So here's what you need to do. This is the conversation you have at the beginning, not 2 years in, not after you've already moved in together. At the beginning, ask these questions. What do you want out of a relationship? Not us specifically, but relationships in general. What's his goal? Is it marriage, kids, building a life? Or is he just looking for companionship with no real endpoint? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Does his vision include marriage, a family? Or is it vague nonsense like just living life and seeing what happens? What's your timeline for knowing if someone is right for you? This is key. If a man says he needs 5 years to figure out if he wants to marry you, he's telling you he doesn't know. And if he doesn't know after 5 years, he's never going to know. Do you want a family? Do you want children? Don't assume. Ask directly. And if your answers don't match, Don't waste time trying to change his mind. What does commitment mean to you? Some people think commitment is just not cheating. Others think it's building toward marriage. Make sure you're on the same page. And here's the most important part. Be very clear about what you want and what you're willing to accept. If this is making you rethink your entire relationship strategy, hit that like button. And if you know someone stuck in a dead-end relationship with no clear future, share this video with them. Sometimes tough love is the only love that helps. Subscribe for more reality checks. Now let me tell you why men don't propose in these long-term dating situations, and it's going to make you angry, but it's the truth. He's not proposing because he doesn't have to. You're already acting like his wife. You're already giving him everything a wife would give him, so why would he change anything? Marriage comes with responsibility. It comes with legal commitment. It comes with pressure to be a good husband. But dating? Dating comes with all the benefits and none of the accountability. If things get hard, he can just leave. No divorce, no splitting assets, no alimony. He just walks away. So if he's comfortable, if he's getting what he wants, if there's no consequence for not proposing, why would he? The answer is he wouldn't. And this is why you need to create the consequence. You need to make it clear that dating has an expiration date. You're not going to be his forever girlfriend. You're not going to wait around indefinitely while he figures it out. You have standards, you have a timeline. And if he can't meet it, you're going to find someone who can. And here's the beautiful thing. When you have this conversation early, one of two things happens. Either he steps up, matches your energy, and moves toward commitment. Or he reveals that he was never going to commit, and you just saved yourself years of wasted time. Both outcomes are good for you, because either way, you're not stuck in limbo. Here's the hard truth. Time is your most valuable asset, and you can't get it back. Every year you spend in a dead-end relationship is a year you're not finding someone who's actually ready to build a life with you. And for women especially, this matters. If you want children, you're working with a biological clock. That's not sexist, it's biology. So when you're 25 and you waste 5 years on a guy who isn't sure, you're now 30 and starting over. And that's fine. But it's 5 years you didn't need to waste if you'd just been clear about your expectations from the start. Stop being afraid to ask for what you want. Stop being afraid to set boundaries. Stop being afraid to walk away from someone who can't give you what you need. You're not being difficult. You're not being demanding. You're being smart. And the right man? He'll appreciate that. He'll respect it. Because he's looking for the same thing you are. Something real that leads somewhere. The wrong man? He'll call you dramatic, tell you you're rushing, say you're being too serious too fast. Good, let him leave. You just saved yourself years. Drop a comment. How long do you think is reasonable to date before marriage? And have you ever wasted time in a relationship that was never going anywhere? Let's talk about it. And share this with someone who needs to hear it. Dating is a test period. It has an expiration date. It's designed to end, either in marriage or in moving on. If you've been dating for years with no ring, you're not in a relationship, you're in limbo. Set your standards, communicate your timeline, and don't waste your life waiting for someone who's never going to commit. You're welcome. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. This is I Will Decode Your Man. See you next time.